You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? No!
Thud. I think she passed out.
I don't know. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
And so the witness who took the victim's life and then proves so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented.
Really? Well, that's
Objection. Oh, she's objecting.
What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances,
Joe Dark murdered, Prosecutor Marshall. How could you think it was Evan? How dare you try to pin the crime on her?
oh, that's a sprite we've never seen before, ever, have we?
So maybe
No, we haven't.
maybe Gant was blackmailing her
Huh.
to keeping Emma out of prison. That's possibly what's going on. Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it?
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Actually, Miss Ingle, you can tell that she has a bit of boobage going on.
If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations,
Not as good as Mia, but good.
I'm afraid you're going to have to have proof.
Yeah, Edgeworth have proof. It's not forged.
Tell me.
Oh, you'll find out.
Sorry.
I'm about to summon it.
Edgeworth doesn't have to have proof.
Do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall?
Evidence.
I'm willing to bet you don't.
I'm talking to him. Yes. Well, it certainly
What
would
do you
be
think?
difficult to prove this is evidence.
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead.
You can get Maya over here. She can channel someone.
Maya's not here.
You certainly can't get dead people to testify. It's all been well goose chase the gag. Uh-oh. Look at Edgeworth. He's got an idea.
Touche, Miss Sky. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility.
Huh? You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I mean, the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. Somehow.
That's impossible.
Look at you, Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, there's one possibility left for you. A message from the deceased. If such a message exists, I've got to think back to the court record. The real murderer's name, which they may be left behind, I don't know.
The handprint.
Okay, yeah, probably. Duh, is in evidence. This massage from the deceased is already in our possession.
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister is a murderer?
I want to get paid.
Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek. The truth.
A whole truth.
No matter how painful it may be.
There's nothing but the truth. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message in the deceased. Say the glove?
Yeah,
Cloth?
the strip of cloth. It has Emma's print on it.
That's not a message.
Well, why was it left behind? Perhaps he ripped it off.
Well, you remember this has blood on it.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
take a look at it.
Does it say
Wait.
ES or something?
I don't know. It has. I'm gonna go. This is a little. Yeah, the blood traces. Because remember there's one piece hidden in his safe, and the one piece had more descriptive writing on it.
Yeah.
Take that. This is the message left by the deceased. This is that blue badger from before, right?
Oh, is he going to speak To speak the killer's name?
Let's bring the Blue Badger in here to testify. He's there. You know who did it?
If that thing could, I'm sure it would.
You sound so far away, Edgeworth. Looks like everyone's forgotten that this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood in this jar.
It looks like someone wiped the blood away.
Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. Yes, there's a line here, drawn in blood.
So what you're saying is these dots were once lines.
Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He has a few fresh months left in him to live behind a massage.
One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions.
Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points and the victim's message will become apparent.
No!
Mr. Riggis, what kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor, I believe these blood stains will reveal us the answer. I gotta connect these dots to make letters. There's one thing the victim has already written given circumstances, the murderer's name. I get to connect the dots! This is like kindergarten, but more murdery. Okay. I think I see where this is going.
Good thing she left dots when she wiped it away.
I know, right?
Otherwise, they never would have solved it. I guess there's maybe the E.
Can you go back?
Is that it? Is that her name? Is that her name? Oh, undo is B. Okay. I liked my one better. Okay. So, presents, I guess, like this. I guess you can't connect this one. It's not here. I like my other one. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove his client's innocence. That's why I've been thinking about saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Whose Emma's that? Is that a different Emma? Emma.
So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. Because in Phoenix Wright land, accidental murder is still murder.
Uh-huh.
Remember, there's no such difference. There's only murder, murder, and more murdery murder. See, Worthy? Can't say I didn't warn you. He sounds less like Christopher Walken, more like an old-timey radio announcer.
Chief Gantz.
How will Batman get out of this one? Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
What? What are you talking about?
That totally is like an ultimate, like, final boss speech, isn't that? Don't you
Yeah.
understand the implications of what you just done? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not?
Ah,
Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Yes, because Joe Dark looked so innocent. Stabby, stab, 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 stab.
Well, he did kill
he
other
killed. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's no proof for the other people. He said the only
Yeah.
proof is this one. Not only that, but you use forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
Ah.
How do you pronounce that? It sounds like he broke. But Joe Dark was really a serial murderer. That's undeniable. He killed the Lucky Charms leprechaun. He killed the toucan. You know why Boo Berry's a ghost? Because he killed him. That'd be funny if Boo Berry was actually like the ghost of another serial mascot. You should, you should write.
And
The Boo Berry, like this, the Boo Berry murders.
Frank and Choky.
Maybe just my hair. I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know? We aren't defenders of justice. What? We are merely keepers of the law. that's Spike. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. What's going on at the prosecutor's office? They might have sentenced this man to his death! How can they just stand there like he wasn't his fault? Blah, blah, blah. Order, order, order. Oh, order! Blah, blah, blah. Edwards is an asshole. He has a tiny penis. The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial was headed, no one knows. No one knows. To be continued. That was only about an hour and 10 minutes. Pretty good time. Doody doody doo! Why don't we just keep going?
Yeah.
Let's keep going! No next time! Next time is now!